Hello traders, I'm Ignat Barasenko and this is WaveTrading. So let's start today with the index where we've got a bullish impulse in wave 1 in progress. So I'm keeping my 2 long trades and I'm going to buy more on the common local correction. And finally I've got a bullish impulse in a third wave on Australian dollar versus New Zealand dollar. So it seems like we have here, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which could be this bullish impulse in wave 3. So I'm going to close my lower trade, but I'm keeping the second one cause this extension could be continued, or if we have here a correction which could be wave 4, I'm going to buy again. And I have 2 stop losses here on British pound, which both fortunately break even, and I'm out of the market cause this wave structure is very difficult, which means this wave X could be continued, or we can have a double zigzag here in wave Y, so I am out here. And there's a very bearish moment on euro dollar, cause it seems like wave 3 has been started and we have a small bearish impulse in wave 1. So I've got here one short trade and I'm going to sell more if we see here local correction, which could be wave 2. A bullish impulse on Japanese yen has been arrived, so I've got a possible wave 1 here. Therefore, I'm likely going to get my stop loss here, but I'm keeping my first long, which was opened here. And if we see a local correction, which could be wave 2, I'm going to buy again, cause there'll be an opportunity to have another bullish impulse. I don't have any trades on euro pound, cause this wave 2 is likely going to be continued in a form of a double zigzag, so I'm just waiting when this correction ends and we see a small bullish impulse somewhere in here. And there's a very interesting moment on dollar versus crown, cause we finally got a bullish impulse here, which could be wave 1, so I'm just waiting when this small correction ends, and when it happens, I'm going to buy to trade this impulse in wave 3. And I'm also out of the market on pound versus franc, cause like on euro pound, wave 2 is likely going to be continued in a form of a double zigzag, so I'm not going to trade this market for the next few days. Bears are coming back on Australian dollar and it seems like wave 3 has been started, so I've got here one short trade and I'm going to sell even more right now, and I'm going to put my stop loss here at the nearest critical level. Also, I've got a new trade on Canadian dollar versus Japanese yen, cause there's an opportunity to have another bullish impulse, which could be wave 3. The next market is gold, where we can have a bearish impulse in wave 3 somewhere in here, but this price movement could be also a zigzag like A, B and C. If so, this wave C is likely going to be continued, so I'm going to trade only this current impulse, and when it ends, I'll close my trade. And ta-da! I've got 3 stop losses here on oil, so I'm out of the market. But these stops overall are profitable, so I'm just waiting when this correction, which could be wave B, ends. And if we see a small bullish impulse afterwards, somewhere in here, like it was here, if so, I'm going to buy again. Nasdaq has been rising, so I'm keeping my long trades here and I'm going to buy even more on the common local correction. And just have a look at Dow Index. It's amazing, isn't it? And I'm keeping my 5 long trades, cause it seems like we're going to have an extension here in the third wave, so I'm going to buy even more on the common local correction, which could be wave 4 inside this wave 3. I still have one long trade on McDonald's, and I'm going to buy more on the local correction, cause there's an opportunity to have a quite big impulse in this wave 3. And Goldman is just amazing. We've got this bullish gap and I've moved my stop losses here at the nearest critical level, and I'm going to buy more on the common correction. And just have a look at Tesla, where we've got this amazing price movement, so I've moved my stop loss here and I'm keeping my trade, and I'm going to buy even more on this correction, which could be wave 4 to trade another bullish impulse, which could be wave 5, this wave 5 inside this wave 5. At the same time, I'm keeping my long trade on Facebook, cause an opportunity to have a great and big impulse in wave 3 is still on the table. And I've just bought Apple because this small wave 5 is likely going to be continued, which means we could have a small bullish impulse in this wave 5 or even a local extension in the third wave inside this wave 5. And I've got a stop loss at the nearest critical level. So if the price breaks this level, I'll be out of the market. So that's all for today's video. Have a good day and profitable trades. Take care and bye bye.